and the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Here and welcome back to the channel for another retro wrestling figure unboxing and review. And today on the channel from Figure Collections, Wrestling Something Wrestlers figure line. We got Mosh, we got Thrash, we got the Headbangers. But for all your Headbanger needs, hit up Figure Collections. But for all your wrestling figure needs, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save 10%. But of course, Wrestling Something Wrestlers, still not a super catchy title for me. Maybe it'll grow on me over the next year or so. We do get Series 1 of their tag team assortment, and man, I am here for that. I'm all in on these tag teams, and this one went up for pre-order. I want to say it was like San Diego Comic-Con weekend is when this went up, so that'd be mid to end of July, so that'd be 2023, and here we are about 5-6 months later. That's not a bad turnaround time, and all things being fair out there. A lot of toy companies take a year. You're about a half a year right here, so I do really like that. Hopefully they tighten that up a little bit more in the future, and you never know. A lot of these companies have started to tighten some of these things up, so that is pretty good. But I really like this two-pack feeling right here. I opened this up, and I looked at it, and I just couldn't help but smile because it was just very nostalgic in a lot of ways, even back to the Bone Crunchers, and we'll talk Bone Crunchers a little bit later in this very video, but there's something special about a tag team, and of course I came from the land of the tag teams when I was a kid, the 80s, the 90s, of course. There was tag teams all over the place in all the different wrestling companies. There still is, it's just not to the same degree, it's not that same special factor. You had Mosh and Thrasher, you knew they were the Headbangers. If it was Mosh by himself, it just wasn't quite the same magic. So, something special about a tag team, something special about a wrestling two-pack with a tag team. Just a very cool packaging design right here. And I do like the bubble card, nice window, very well secured on the package, as you can see right there. I love that. Perfect to get autographed. The Headbangers still working the circuit from time to time, but it'd be beautiful to get autographs on here if that is your thing. Wrestle Something Wrestler logo is what it is. Very cool. You got Mosh and Thrash, of course, on the front and glamour shots, and you've got their autographs on the front as well, looking good. On the back, you get that same glamour shot with the autographs of them. You get a tail of the tape, a little blurb action. We'll read through that. And then you're cross-selling. We're all about the cross-sell at the end of the day. We got the bone-crushing wrestlers, Ultimo Dragon, Sonny Ono, Dwayne Gill, Macho Man on the horizon. So look forward to those reviews on this very channel. And then you get Series 1 up here. Chelsea Green we unboxed on the channel. Effie we unboxed on the channel. Apparently Colt Cabana coming very soon, so we'll be on the lookout for that. And then here we are with the Headbangers. Mike Chioda throwing up the horns right there. He's an honorary Headbanger at the end of the day. He's coming sooner rather than later is what we'll say with that one. But it does say Thrasher and Mosh. We'll start with Thrasher first. Height 6'4", 245 pounds, from Camden, New Jersey is his origin. Oh, shout out to Camden, New Jersey. Beautiful this time of year. Sound off in the comments. We got Mosh going on right here. Height 6'2", 251 pounds. From Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Is that also beautiful this time of year? Are they very close to each other? Anybody here from Cherry Hill? Shout out to you. Trained by Larry Sharp in the legendary Monster Factory, Mosh and Thrasher made their debut in 1994 as the Spiders, but quickly skirted their way, oh, I like that, across the pro wrestling world, winning multiple tag team championships as the Headbangers. And man, I was all in on the Headbangers. A little too stereotypical, though, for me. I don't know, was I in junior high, maybe early junior high when the Headbangers came out? And I remember being a big metal guy. You know, I was repping the Sabbath and, of course, the Motorheads of the world. Faith No More, still a big band to me. That was my gateway into kind of metal as a kid. A lot of bands like that. And I remember the Headbangers feeling like they were a little bit cheesy. They just weren't quite my Headbangers that I was looking for. But all in all these years later, I like the Headbangers more now than I liked them back then. I can kind of see the joke a little bit more, maybe. I don't know. But at the time, when they first came out to me, I was like, who are these posers? These guys aren't actual metalheads. And maybe they were. I don't know. But they do look pretty cool, of course. One thing, I believe, weren't they like the Flying Nuns as well? The Spiders and then the Flying Nuns. Wasn't that on Shotgun Saturday Night? And I could be getting things mixed up, but I'm pretty sure that was the case. But I love the packaging design on this. I think it is very thorough, very nice, displays very well. Forgot to mention the headbangers down here. It almost makes me feel bad taking this off the card. Almost. But I do like this. I really do like this. So shout out to Figure Collections. I think they did a really good job. Of course, we do know we got the Powers of Pain, the British Bulldogs, and of course, Axe and Smash, the Demolition, getting a lot of stuff going on right now. And this comes off beautifully off the card. I love that. That's a nice pull off the card. I wish they were all that clean. That's exceptionally clean because I saved the backings on these, so I love that clean. That's nice. See you later. Goodbye. Plastic Prisons right here. The double plastic prison. We're here for that, and I guess he's fallen out of there, so we're going to give the old see you later. But you can kind of see him in a plastic prison, I guess. There it is. That's good enough. Nice little tray here. Behind the back. See you later. How about that? We don't do that very often, but let's dive into these two. Should we start with Mosh? We're going to go alphabetically here. That's what any good headbanger would do. We're going to start with Mosh here today. Classic Headbangers t-shirt going on right on the front. Looking very good. Of course, when I think of the Headbangers and their t-shirts, that's what I think of. I also think of that Marilyn Manson shirt. I think Mosh actually wore that. I think they wore a Headbangers Ball shirt. It would have been really cool if they could have repped a different heavy metal band every time they were going out, but I'm sure legalities and all that kind of stuff probably stopped that from happening. And of course, you want to sell your wares, and WWE in that case want to sell Headbanger shirts. But it'd be pretty cool if this week it's, you know, a Testament shirt, and then they're rocking the Exodus the next week. That would have been pretty cool, but not in the cards here today. But the classic Headbanger shirt on the front right there. Real men wear skirts, and just ask Roddy Piper. He could have been their manager. Wouldn't that have been something? We do get the cross and barbed wire tattoo over here. Little spider tattoo action there. Looking good. Nice kilt, or I guess skirt in this case here. Black boots, got the socks going over with black knee pads, looking nice. Then the head sculpt on this one. Mosh, one of those guys, not quite to a Hawk degree, but always kind of had his tongue out in a lot of pictures and a lot of stuff. So this does work with his tongue sticking out there. Got the black goatee going on. A little bit of face paint. You know me, I'm a sucker for face paint as well. Kind of a smiley, happy-go-lucky guy is what he looks like there. And even got the earrings going on in the ears. Of course, articulation. Arms do go all the way around. He's got that Hogan 1 or Ultimate Warrior Series 2 kind of going on with the press slam going on, looking nice right there. Of course, no actions on these figures, as we do know. We do get waist articulation. That is it there. And then head should move. Yep, head back, forth, side to side. So pretty much your standard retro articulation. But these figures feel very good. They feel really good in hand, this one right here. So got to say I'm a fan. I'm a sucker for a headbanger at the end of the day. From one headbanger to another. Looking pretty good in the old Mosh category. Now we turn our attention over to Thrash. Makes sense. Uniform t-shirts going on. That does look good. You do got the kilt going on. I keep wanting to say kilt. I guess I just don't want to get punched in the face by Roddy Piper. But you do got the skirt going on here. Now, first thing I notice, identical torso, identical body, identical boots. Got to get the most out of those molds. We know that all day long. Real men wear skirts on the back of this one as well. Same shirt on the front. Makes a lot of sense. Thankfully, they gave us different arms over here. Let's make them as different as possible. Different arms. Got the spider tattoo on the side. Got the other guy. I don't know what this other tattoo. It almost looks like a nutcracker guy with an axe chopping the head off somebody else. So really interesting tattoo on the side here. You got the head with the tongue sticking out once again. You get the black face paint going on, the goatee. Got a little necklace. Forgot to mention Mosh also had a necklace going on. Both guys got bald head. Got a little 5 o'clock shadow on the hair here. Straight up bald over here. Articulation absolutely identical between these two figures. So makes a lot of retro sense going on here. And even with all this reuse, there's just something cool about these two being together, just looking together. I think it's a very, very fun 2-pack, and dare I say, a very underrated 2-pack. You know, I don't know if I was going to say I'm over the moon for the Headbangers. It's not quite like the Road Warriors or LOD or some of the tag teams I loved as a kid. The Midnight Expresses, the Steiner Brothers. Not quite to that category level, but there's something special about this set here. And I actually said these really beat my initial thoughts on these. I mean, I thought, okay, they'll be all right. They're all right. But these are really nice in hand, and I thought the packaging was really nice on these. So shout out to Figure Collections. Doing a good job with these 2-pack here. I really do like this one. And when I see these, of course, my brain goes back to my Bone Cruncher days as a kid. Mosh and Thrasher, Now we got them from Bone Crunchers to the retro line. How cool is that to see these guys? If I could actually get them to stand up. I don't know if I could do it. Oh, look at that. The power right there. Looking really, really good. And then you think of comparative tag teams around the same time in the Bone Cruncher line, thing like that. You, of course, got the Godwins, and we got the Godwins from the Grapplers and Gimmicks line at the time. So we got that with the Headbangers to square off. Similar but different. That's what we're going to call these ones right here between them. There you go. And then you go back to the old, of course, Hasbro days. You get the Legion of Doom out. So we got those guys looking really, really good. So really fun. Some of that mid-90s WWF action here with some of their contemporaries. And speaking of contemporaries, I don't know if I can get all these guys to stand right here. We'll see. Can I do this? Can I make magic happen? There we go. We got the Legion of Doom standing as Bone Crunchers. Now the Godwins. That's going to be the tough one. Can I get it done? Can I get it done? It's up to Phineas. It's up to the pig. Phineas, Godwin. Stand. Oh my gosh, look at this magic happening right here at the table today. So we got the Bone Cruncher versions with the retro style or the old school Hasbro style. Just pretty cool to get this on these. Would love to see elites of all these characters to put another round on that. That would be really nice if we get some modern elites of these guys. Who knows, maybe in 2024 or beyond. But final wrap up here. Headbangers, a must-have. I can't believe it. A must-have pickup. A great set right here. Mosh and Thrash. Shout out to the Headbangers all day long. But what say you guys and gals out there in YouTube land? You picking this set up? You passing? You playing the long game? Have you changed your mind and you come around to a little bit of headbanging? Well, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content. Yes, it's true. More content for you, of course, on the Patreon. Early access to both YouTube channels' videos, bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, Q&As, pizza reviews, dog stuff, you name it. It's all over there in the old Patreon channel. Patreon, the best way to support this very YouTube channel. You can also support channelprowrestlingtees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So, for Mosh and Thrash and Headbangers everywhere, see you guys all real soon.